so joyous again. I'm happy to be on set this hour to preach the word of grace, to speak about what God has put into my heart this hour. I want to talk about what I titled Walking in the Spirit. A man born of God is God. So a man born of God is a spirit. Now, it is much expected of a believer to continually to walk in the Spirit. For the flesh profited nothing, but the Spirit maketh life. Now, to better understand this walk in the Spirit, we will first of all explain what is carnality. Praise the Lord. We explain what is carnality. Now, carnality comprises of the five senses. The five senses, the eyes for sight, the tongue for taste, the body for feeling, the eyes, the body for feeling and touching, and the hearing. Praise the Lord. 5 of the senses. Now, a spirit man does not walk by those 5 senses. They can be deceptive. That you are feeling sick is not true. It is a reality that is real, that you can feel sick. And that feeling is the 5 senses. That's carnality. That's carnal, walking in carnality. Now, carnality has to do with 2 places. You can be carnal as a sinner. That's different. You can be carnal as not walking in the Spirit. Now, obeying the 5 senses. The eyes, the sight, the body touch, the obeying the feelings. That's carnality. There are 2 areas again. As carnality and there's being spiritual. Now, spiritual is walking by the reading of Jesus, of the Word of God. The Word of Christ speaks to us. The Word that God brings to us, they are life and they are spirit. They are not carnal. They are not flesh. They are not natural thing. So understanding now walking in the first 5 senses is parallel with walking with the Spirit. And no man can please God by walking with our 5 senses. It is deceptive. It is the area the devil uses on man. I remember sometime a place and they told somebody that it is well. The guy grew annoyed and then bounced on the person that said it is well. He said, why do you always say it is well, and I'm dying? That's a man that walks with the 5 senses. He sees his own ability. He's not seeing the Spirit's word concerning his life. And it didn't take time, he vanished. He has no address again, we don't know where he is. Because he was anchoring on what he feels, on what he sees, and what he hears that is negative. Mindful of what he says. We are born of the Spirit. The body says, I am sick, I cannot get up. And the Spirit says, by his stripes I am healed. The eye says, oh, we are like grasshoppers. The Spirit says, we are well able. The sense says, I came from a very small family, the least among the clans. And the Spirit says, it's about Jesus, not you. Now, we walk not by sight. What is happening to you is true, is real. We are seeing bleeding. You're a mother who just took in. We are seeing bleeding. Yes, it's possible you were bleeding. Praise God. But it's very true that there was excess blood that was gushing out, not babies. Their conception is real. They told Sarah, oh, your body is dead, I cannot conceive. That is a sensory feeling. In the realm of the Spirit, there is not like menopause. There's not like menopause. There is nothing like menopause in the spirit realm. Bible says none is barren. That's a word. That's the spirit world. Now, walking in the other one, the monopause, you have left the spirit. You are now carnal. Pleases God because you are walking like him. And what happened? The spirit moved. The spirit moved. There is a spirit in you as a born again child. The spirit of God. And if the spirit is not energized, walking the same, if the soul is not walking in the same realm with the spirit, then there won't be any miracle. The desires of the flesh. The flesh says you will die, but the spirit says, as long as Christ is alive, I'll be alive. So which one do you think is better? Walking in the spirit is walking in the realm of God. Our life is not constrained to the environment. Our life is constrained to what the word says. Let's see something in the scripture in Romans 8 again, 5 and Romans 8, 5 to 16. I come to reflect, set their minds on the things of the flesh. But those who live according to the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to be carnal minded is death, but to be spiritual minded is life and peace. They are not paying salary, is not important. The economy is bad, is not important. The carnal man says we are finished, but the spiritual man says, oh, God is able to supply. I thank God who is able to give me all things. My supply is from God. That's the spirit man. My supply is not from the government. My supply is not from man. My supply is from God. My God is sufficient. He will give me all I need. The man in the Old Testament, I think Elisha, the economic minister, was wondering how there will be food in abundance in their city. And the prophet said, by this time tomorrow, there will be so much to eat and to drink and to sell. And this man, who is a philosopher, an economist, say, how can it happen? Even if God raised down anything, how can it happen? Praise the Lord. And the prophet says, you will see it, but you will not eat of it, because he was a carnal-minded man. Economic crush is not important. Praise the Lord. It's not important. What is important is the supply. Is it right? Even when Isaac sowed in the land, they were famine, but Isaac reaped. Walk not in this what you see. Even the budget is not important. The budget of the government is not important. What's important is the supply of Jesus Christ. If Christ was on earth and was not hungry, I would not be hungry. Everything was in obedience to him. Fish had to vomit money. That was supernatural. Thank God for the year as the year of wonders. That was supernatural. Praise the Lord. So walk not inside in your way you feel, not in feeling. God is bigger than your feeling. Your conscience may mislead you, because conscience comes by what you know. Let the Spirit of God lead you. Let His word be real in your life. I speak to you with authority this hour. For everyone to maintain, for everyone to come into limelight, you must throw away what you read, but retake what you got from the Bible. Economics does not work in this one. PhD does not work in this one. Surely come to pass. Oh, this. Oh, this house. Oh, I don't have children. That's a carnal-minded man. What does it say concerning your life? He will surely prove himself God. Trust him. Hold him by his word. Has he said it? It will surely come to pass. Has he said it? It will surely come to pass. He said, for the spiritual minded man is life and peace. The spiritual man is living by faith, not his faith. Faith in the Son of God. Did he conquer? Yes, he conquered. Was authority given to him? Yes. If authority was given to Jesus Christ, it was given to me because he lives in me. He acts through me. I can't go hungry. I can never be poor. In fact, I am taking over this town as a pastor. That's how a spirit man talks. When nobody has gone to preach, God will send me to the place. My voice is not limited to Abakaleke or the environment. I'm going beyond this. I will speak the word of grace to every corner, the gospel of Jesus Christ. Now speak to you in that realm. Don't limit yourself to that little shop. You may start small, but you're not permitted to end big. You're not permitted to end small. You are permitted to end big. And it comes by the way you speak, by the way you think, by your mentality. Praise the Lord. Now I say, but you are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. If indeed the Spirit of God dwells in you. Now, if anyone does not have the Spirit of Christ, he is not his. And if Christ is in you, your body is dead because of sin, but the Spirit is life because of righteousness. But if the Spirit of him who raised Christ, who raised us from the dead, dwells in you, he who raised Christ from the dead, we also give life to your mortal bodies. Listen now. We are not on our own. He said, when I go, I will send my Spirit. He will abide in you. He will dwell in you. Now he lives in me. He lives in you as a believer. Now if you don't have Christ now, there will be time for you to give your life to Christ. If they are saying there's a casting down, tell yourself there's a lifting. Salaries does not sustain no man. Salary is too small. There is no salary that is big enough. No matter how you are paid. What sustains a man is what God has said concerning a man. A man may have a salary of 1 million naira and sickness of 1 million naira comes to take it from me. A man have a salary of 200,000 naira and God multiplies the 100,000 naira. Needs will be solved miraculously. He bounces and looks very good. Looks more beautiful than when I have 1 million naira. It's about Christ. It's about him. You allow him in you. Walking in realm. Walking in his ways. As he lives in you. Empowering you. Because the Spirit in you is the empowerer of the mortal man. Praise the Lord. Dear brothers, we are debtors not to the flesh. To live according to the flesh. For if you live according to the flesh, you will die. But if by the Spirit, you put to death the deeds of the body, you will live. Our life does not depend on what is happening. Our life depends on what God has said. What has he said? The little you have with God is big. Celebrate it. Walk in that realm. And before you know it, the sky becomes your limit. The sky becomes your beginning, Walking in the Spirit. Don't limit yourself to the side. Don't fulfill the desires of the flesh. Ephesians 2:3. Don't limit fulfill the desire of the flesh. Ephesians 2:3. Let's go there. All once conducted ourselves in the laws of our flesh, fulfill the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and whereby natural children of fraud, just as other. We're not natural children. We are not natural. We are not natural. We are supernatural. We are born of the Word of God. Just as Christ came, the Word himself became flesh. We are born of Christ. We are born of the Word. We are not natural. We are spiritual men. Don't limit yourself to the natural. Don't limit yourself to that environment. There is future. I had a story of a young girl who is selling bread, and a photographer just got in selling bread, and he has the supermodel we have now. There is nothing that is impossible. And the young guy was selling a malt. Praise God. Celebrating himself as he was advertising the malt in the street, in the market. He met this voice of of the malt of the company of that malt, and he got himself a job. He was a graduate. There is nothing he cannot do but walk in that. Look to him, walk in the spirit. Archbishop Dahosa said something very, very clear. Say, fake it until it becomes real. You don't have money in your pocket. No, it doesn't matter. Walk like a big man. Walk like a multi-millionaire. Speak like a multi-millionaire. Speak like a speak like the governor of the state. Speak like the president. After most of them don't even have Christ. Speak like them. Speak big. Speak in faith. One day you'll be celebrated walking in the spirit. Fellows. Natural things will fail us. What the eyes is magnifying can fail you, but his eyes of the spirit will not fail. He said, every nothing will pass away, but my word will stand. Are you walking in the spirit? Are you believing the government? Are you holding your life on the government? Are you tying your life around the government? Are you tying life around your uncle? Are you tying your life around your father? Are you tying your life around people? He said, for them that trust in man, he said, when the good will come, they will not see it. They will be like straw in the desert. You trust in a man, he will fail you, he will mess you up. Tell a man your problems, that he should help you. He will tell you his own. If you had come yesterday, it would have been better. Tell God your problems, he will tell you today, it is done. That's a man of the spirit. He said, don't deal with Jesus. So walk in the spirit continually. That is why you need a place where such hope and such messages should come. That's why we are inviting you to our place. Number 10 of the Mesway, Christian Way Ministry International. We are inviting you to hear this kind of words that will lift your spirit, that will lift your mind, that will inspire you to stand out. Stand out. I remember when I used to have ladies' machine. You don't call it ladies' machine, you call it jet plane. Jet. That's the name of the machine. It's not ladies' machine. You see ladies, I see jet. And I park in between two jeeps before I got the first and the second car. Don't think the way they think. The environment should not limit you. Walk in the spirit. Continue to walk in the spirit. Things that I never thought would happen has begun to happen to my life. I am going step ahead every day because I believe my blessing, my life is not tied to any man. My life is not tied to my academy. My life is not tied to my portfolio. My life is tied to his word. When he speaks, I receive and I follow. Be conscious of his word. Be conscious of his word. For them that walk carnally, they are dead. Before you know, you are gone. But for them that walk in the spirit, every day is a new dawn. Every day is a new dawn of something. Greater things are ahead. Better things are coming. Beautiful things are ahead. For them that walk in the spirit. Oh, come on. You that is watching me, I prophesy to your life today. You will not fail again. Because you have heard this message and in turn your life. I see a new man. I see a new realm of a being. I see something that has never happened will happen to you. Because you are assimilated this word. Oh, I see God blessing, increasing you, honoring you here and there. And I see you favored. It's about the spirit. Look back. Don't look back, rather on yesterday. Let's start today. Speak your way. Walk in the spirit. Believe what he says. What he has says, he has done it. What he has says, he has done it. What he will say, oh, he has even done before he said it. Because it's like that. It's a principle. It's a good principle. Stand out in that realm. And the Lord will surely open doors. Do you know that they are lions